here you must have seen it. It's impossible to have.
Look, I've seen a multitude of your Facebook posts, at least. Racing my feed.
Yeah, I like that. I like posting. But like I said, this is like I said when I told you that, you know, it's like all these car spotting photos I've had from like 25 years. I mean, what's the point of them being in envelopes? Why not start framing them, right? Like I've done, because why you know what I mean, what's the point of them in envelopes? It's like, why not share them with other groups, like you said?
They made it this far, haven't they? Right? I mean, it's time for some honor. So the closer you get to this thing, you'll see it's a little bit rough and ready. The only actual place where there's a dent on the car, funny enough, is on the fender that I've replaced, which just happened to be the same exact color.
Oh, really? Because that's what I was wondering about right away. I was going to ask you, actually. I was like, did you respray the whole car, you know?
No, so I replaced the fender and the hood, and that's it.
And it's an 83, right?
84.
It's an 84. It was
built in 83. So.
Oh, it's Ontario plated. Okay, so yeah, it does come from Ontario. It's still Ontario plated?
Yeah.
I noticed in Ontario, they love those what do you call them? Those screens over the plate there. I think it's, somebody told me it's like to try to avoid paying tolls or something, or getting...
I mean, I don't care about paying tolls. I just avoid toll bridges. But just for me, it's to match the black of the rest of the bumper. Otherwise, it looks clunky.
Now, you guys, a lot of you know that the record holder in North America for the highest mileage car is a guy in New York with a 68 Volvo, which has, I don't know, like 2 million miles, something insane like that. But this car has over 500,000 miles. And look, it looks great. I mean, okay, like my friend, he said,
it's only kilometers.
It's, you know, yeah, so it's like, what, 400,000 or something. And okay, the engine's been replaced, but I mean, still.
It's not been replaced, it was only rebuilt.
It was rebuilt, sorry. Oh, wow. Look at that. What is that plate in the back here? I've never seen that before.
It's a historic plate.
It is?
Yep. I figured the green would go better with the brown.
See, this is why Quebec blows. How come we don't have anything like that, for crying out loud? Well, we do have a veterans plate, but that's really cool. It's got an American look to it.
I always found that the crown isn't a very American look, but I've always found that the motto, yours to discover, was kind of bland and soulless. Keep it beautiful. I feel like there's a real beauty to that one. Also, je me souviens. It's just so freaking ominous. It's like, what you remember what the English did to you? What is je me souviens?
Is that the Ontario flag, or is that the Ottawa? What is that? Or is that the city flag of Montreal?
The city flag of Montreal. Yeah, that's Montreal. It was. Just to show people that I'm not a foreigner, because there's no other way to prove it, right? I really want a Quebec plate that says La Belle Province.
Yeah.
Pre-78. So if I see an original owner car, I'm gonna have to buy it.
I had a 78 Quebec plate once.
78 was the year after they changed, right?
In 78, yeah, 78 was the last year for the different colored plates, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess suffice it to say, this car was always rust proofed every year.
Yeah.
It must have been, like you said. He said he had it done by Crown. And I'm suspecting this was probably Z-Barded, because Z-Bard is apparently the best rust proofing. This car.
He has records. Every fuel up since the 80s was recorded in this, by the way, huh? Everything, every wiper, everything. So it was taken to Crown every year.
It's got a lovely interior though, eh? It's got your classic, very iconic Volvo headrests. That's what I was thinking about. I don't know why I thought the interior would be that color. I thought it'd be black for some reason. Right on.
The brown in town I quite like.
Straight 6 diesel, eh? Yeah. It's amazing it's a 6-cylinder diesel. That's what I find baffling, because these cars were 4 cylinders, and it's not a carbureted 6-cylinder, it's a diesel 6-cylinder. I mean, that, and he says, and can I say your name on the camera? Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's Wolfgang. He says actually this is rare, and it is rare too, because I had no idea you could get a 6-cylinder to 240. I thought the 6-cylinder came out in like late 80s, early 90s with the 7 Series.
Well, there was also a V6 that came in the 260, but you want to avoid that one. It was made with Peugeot. So
neat.
Yeah, so this is actually just, you know, the Mark 1 Rabbit?
Yeah.
Literally just a Rabbit engine with 2 extra cylinders. They modularized it. So
they were really desperate for a 6-cylinder, and they didn't have their own. They went to
I think when this first came out, it was the smoothest diesel passenger car.
So what does that mean? Volkswagen had a 6-cylinder at that time for trucks and buses or something? Is that it?
Yeah, they had to use a truck engine. I think like 1 year after this released, Mercedes overtook them for the smoothest passenger.
Is that the carburetor? Oh, it looks like a carb.
Indirect injection pump.
Indirect injection, yeah.
And I could actually tune it just with the screwdriver right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the timing of the engine, it's connected to the fuel injection. You understand?
Must be kind of interesting to do a cold start on this, eh?
Yeah. Do you want to see it start?
Of course.
It might. The belt might do a little squeal.
Am I wrong, or is that like an unusual battery?
Oh yeah, this is the biggest one at the store.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can leave my hazards on for like 5 hours and it won't even hesitate to start.
Shit.
But you know this engine, it needs that battery when it's -40.
Incluso para ellos se están poniendo.
Gotta wait for the glow plug.
Yeah, no, not loud at all. No, it's very subtle. I keep thinking I'm about to get into a Mercedes factory or something in Spain or something. You know?
40 miles to the gallon.
And you said you've had this car 4 years.
Yeah, I bought it spring 21.
And you wanted one of these. Like,
I just logically decided this was the best car I could have because the most problems I ever had with the car is the injection pump got clogged a little bit because I was putting used motor oil and vegetable oil in it. It was running for free. I don't do that stuff as much anymore, but I mean, I never had to take anything apart. You just run the thinner in it.
well, shall we go for a ride? Yeah, it sounds very healthy. It's so weird, eh? Because it might as well be a Buick Electra or something because it sounds like I should be looking at a truck, basically. That's what's weird about it. Oh yeah, you said you had some stuff on the seat, eh?
It's often confused for a different color, redwood metallic, which looks very sexy, but it's a different color.
I like it. I like it because, you know, you still see these cars, right? Well, not this old, and definitely not. I've never seen one this color before.
My neighbor has a 240, but you never see the old style with the quad headlights.
Have you had anybody offer you to buy this car, I guess?
I had someone come into a Burger King while the car was in a parking lot. He offered me 10K.
Come
on.
on.
You know what? I turned him down.
Well, yeah, that's love, buddy.
I was kind of stupid for it, but I would probably do the same thing today.
You know, they'll say, sometimes people will say, you know, it's not that you're looking for an old car, sometimes it finds you, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, we were upstairs and I met Wolfgang because he came to buy some of my vintage ads, which sometimes it happens, it has some perks. Wow, this is comfortable. Right away, I feel the comfort. My ass is just so caressed in the seat. It's my goodness, it's almost
You could probably pull it back if you want a little bit.
There we go.
Watch out, there's a big pipe wrench under you.
There is? What are you, a plumber?
An emergency service technician.
I can't believe I'm gonna ride in an 80s classic, man. I don't believe it. I would like to think at least that you listen to some 80s music when you're in here. Not right now though, because that'll throw off any kind of trying to make a few nickels doing this stuff here.
My Bluetooth here.
So you can either go up or turn left here to go the quicker way.
And I had, oh, no, I can't.
Oh,
I had to redo the headlight wiring after the accident. So
Oh my God, this is weird. I'm having a flashback to like a few years ago, this time of year. The street was clear for the street cleaner, and a guy, one of my fans, he came with his 68 Rambler American, and I filmed him going up the street in the leaves like that. Yeah. So you can make a left here.
One of my favorite things about this car is just listening to it on the highway.
Oh, I'm very amused, I have to say. You can just hear it runs perfect, man. You got it so well dialed in, it seems.
And I mean, I never really did anything with the drivetrain. The only issues that I had with the drivetrain are the clutch cable and the throttle cable snapped. But that's at over 500K. You're dealing with the random problems. Okay, all the normal ones have already been dealt with.
So technically, this is a 245. It's not a GLE.
244. Although I will say technically it's nothing because on the registration it doesn't have any number on it, and there's nowhere on the car that it actually says 240. So it could just be a 260 because the 6 actually denotes the number of cylinders. Although Volvo has broken their own rules like more times than they could count with the digit naming scheme.
But I get it. Sitting here, you know, and I'm like, okay, I'm partial because I'm old school, and I like yourself, like all of you. Like, I'm not a fan of new cars for so many reasons, but yeah, you can make a right here. But yeah, it's quite, it's pretty comfortable. It feels like broken in. It feels like normal. I don't know how to explain it, you know. Is that the stereo doing that? What's that
What?
noise?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I was wondering what the hell that was. What is it? There was a Volvo ad I listed recently, and I can't remember what year it was now. But it said something like Volvo, the last car you'll ever own, or something.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if you picked it out, but I actually forgot to take a picture of all the stuff you bought actually, so that I can delete them. But whatever.
The frame one, I just had to get it.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing, right? It's a little further. It's like 10 minutes, maybe not even actually. But the one that's closer, what's this guy doing?
So
And it's funny because it sounds like a 6-cylinder, but it doesn't sound like a diesel when it's actually accelerating. Am I wrong?
I can tell you that.
It sounds fucking good.
I haven't really driven many other i6s. Oh, I love doing like a really harsh downshift.
You know, obviously, I think one of the best selling points about this car too, for you when you got it, was with such high mileage, it was so taken care of that you got all the paperwork probably that went with it, all the bills of repair and all that, service records, I guess.
This man wrote everything. Everything back to the 1980s. I think at first it was a lease vehicle, but he owned it from I think 87 to maybe 2019, and then the shop that had been working on it for decades took ownership of it because he couldn't pay for the engine rebuild, right? And
really?
So the guy, I mean, he was a bit of an enthusiast himself, the shop owner. He just drove it around a little bit. He was doing a repair here and there, and then he ended up selling it off to me. You know what? The ad was up for 2 months, and he said that.
Really? In Ottawa?
No, about an hour north of Toronto. So it was maybe like a 5 or 6 hour bus ride for me to get there.
That's why it's location. No, because how many times people contact me for stuff I have, right? And they're like, "Oh, sorry, you're too far," or whatever. I'm not, you know. And then they want you to bring it. So that's how you got this car. Because that's the thing with old cars. If you really want something specific that you want, you're gonna have to go get it.
No.
The chances of that item being in your town, not very likely, especially here in Montreal.
See, the thing is, he didn't really want to negotiate, but I got him to knock 1,000 off of the 4,500 asking price.
Well, he'd already been listed it for the longest time.
There you go. But he told me that I was the first person who actually showed any interest in the drivetrain. Only one other person came to see the car, and he said he wanted to swap a Mustang 5.0 in it, and he told him, get lost.
You know why I'm laughing? Because a few years ago I went to Granby. You've heard Granby is the largest classic car show in Canada, right? Granby, Quebec.
Yeah, yes. And I missed it.
Yeah, you really got to check that out. Anyway, so I'm there a few years ago, and I'm floating around, and there's a 740 wagon, silver. Right here.
Yeah?
We're almost there. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh my god, dude, that thing I'm laughing. I start filming. The guy's moving slowly, and it's got a 302 V8 in it. I mean, how bizarre is that, you know? Now, a lot of people would say, well, that's wrong what the person did. Okay, yeah, I'm a purist also. But the thing is, you're talking about a car that's already known worldwide to be structurally very reliable. And then you're mating it to like one of the best engines ever made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get that. That's why, but is it right? Probably not. Like so many cars, you know? I mean, look at that BMW 5 Series, which just passed from the 90s. Nobody would ever swap an engine out of that. And by the way, speaking of which, I don't understand what the hell Toyota is smoking a few years ago when they come out with the Supra, right, which looks awesome, but it's got a BMW engine. Yeah. Where's the fucking logic in that? You're making some of the best engines in the world. Even the LS400, right, which they made for many years with a V8, they've been known to have 500 to 1 million freaking miles on them.
I mean, BMW is great. They do great things, but I mean, I don't like BMW, but I can recognize that they make good enthusiast cars.
Oh, no, I do too, and they're good-looking cars. It's just at this point in time, a lot of people would agree with me. It's just there's a lot of douchebags who own them too. I'm sorry to say. That's what bothers me. I don't think that
Toyota guys and BMW guys share much of a Venn diagram.
Oh, you see it right there, right? It's right here at the light.
I see.
Can we even get in there?
Yeah, we can get in there. This car is surprisingly agile.
I'm very impressed. You can see why I wanted to go for a ride, because these are cars I didn't like for many years. Oh, it's right here. And now it's like they're really popular now, and I see them as survivors more than a lot of American cars, even from the 80s. I mean, those, like we were talking earlier, the Cutlass Sierras and all that, right there. Can we park here? And it's like, you know, where are those cars? They're gone.
Is he leaving? Yeah.
It's